I've been using the Husqvarna 150BT gas backpack leaf blower, and I want to explain what I like about it, what takes a little more effort, and what you should know before deciding whether it fits your yard. The main reason I chose a backpack blower was simple. I needed something that could clear a larger area without spending all day moving the same pile of leaves around. In normal language, it moves a lot of air. I've found that especially useful for larger leaf piles, grass clippings, small twigs, and debris that a smaller handheld blower may struggle to move. I also use it around gravel, but this is where control really matters. I don't point the tube directly at the ground and immediately use full throttle, because that can send gravel flying along with the leaves. What works better for me is starting at a lower speed, holding the tube at an angle, and sweeping the airflow across the surface. Then I gradually increase the throttle until the leaves begin moving without disturbing too much gravel. A wider airflow is usually easier to control on a gravel driveway than a very concentrated stream. When I'm working near mulch, flower beds, or loose stones, I use less power. Once I reach an open lawn with heavier debris, I increase it. The variable speed throttle makes that adjustment easy. It also has cruise control, which lets me maintain a steady airflow during longer cleanup sessions without constantly squeezing the throttle. Now, the blower weighs around 22 pounds before fuel, so it's important to adjust the harness correctly. Picking it up from the ground is probably the most awkward part. Once I put it on, I loosen the shoulder straps first. Then I fasten and tighten the hip belt, so part of the weight rests around my waist. After that, I tighten the shoulder straps until the blower sits close to my back without pulling backward. That adjustment makes a noticeable difference. It still feels like a full-size gas blower during a long job, but the backpack design distributes the weight better than carrying a heavy handheld blower. Starting it also becomes easier once you follow the same routine every time. I begin with fresh 50-to-1 gasoline and 2-cycle oil mixture. For a cold start, I place the blower on level ground outdoors. I move the stop switch to the operating position, set the choke to the cold start position, and press the air purge bulb according to the instructions in the manual. Then I hold the blower steady and pull the starter handle with firm controlled pulls. I don't pull the rope all the way to its limit. Once the engine attempts to start, I move the choke toward the open or run position and pull again. After it starts, I let the engine settle into a smooth idle before gradually increasing the throttle. I avoid repeatedly priming it or continuing to pull with the choke fully closed because that can flood the engine. This is also a loud gas-powered machine. I wear hearing protection and safety glasses every time I use it. After each use, I let the engine cool and remove debris from around the air intake. I inspect the air filter regularly and clean or replace it when necessary. I also check the spark plug according to the maintenance schedule and inspect the fuel cap, fuel lines, throttle controls, straps, and blower tubes for looseness or damage. At the end of the season, I don't leave old mixed fuel sitting in the tank for months. I empty the fuel safely outdoors into an approved container, following the manual and local disposal requirements. Then I run the engine until the remaining fuel in the system is consumed. When the next season begins, I inspect everything again, add fresh 50-to-1 fuel mixture, and follow the cold start process step by step. Overall, the Husqvarna 150BT gives me the power I wanted for larger cleanup jobs. The main trade-offs are the weight, noise, fuel mixing, and routine maintenance. For a small patio, it may be more blower than you need, but for a medium or large yard, long driveway, mature trees, or heavier seasonal cleanup, I think it's a practical option if you're comfortable maintaining a gas-powered machine.